So welcome guys back to another video on the channel. We're doing another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. First of all, huge big breaking news. Martin Odegaard should be announced today. Hopefully by the time I'm doing my live stream on 1:30 with Glenn and Tev, we have it announced so I can start reading out everything Arsenal have said. But again, we can't guarantee. I thought it was going to be announced yesterday, but it didn't. But because I was ready to do a stream as well, that's why I didn't do my Arsenal Transfer News Daily. I'm so stupid, aren't I? But we're gonna move. We keep moving. Martin Odegaard should be announced. Done deal. Medical signed. Contract signed. He was at London Colney yesterday. He's met his own his Arsenal friends and everything. He started training as well. It's all good with Martin Odegaard. He just needs to be announced, and that will be hopefully done today. Later on today. But the announcement is imminent, more imminent than it could ever be. No last minute stitches. He signed all his contracts. He's going to be on loan for the rest of this season. In terms of a permanent deal, Fabrizio Romano said Real Madrid and Arsenal will sit down at the end of the season to discuss the futures of both Martin Odegaard and Dani Ceballos. It looks like Ceballos will go, but Martin Odegaard, there could be a potential of a permanent deal if both clubs want it, and obviously the situation at Real Madrid, whether they will sign creative players or whether the manager will stay, things like that. So we'll just have to see what the situation is in the next few months with Odegaard and whether he wants his long-term future at Arsenal. We'll just have to see. So that is the news that Martin Odegaard is an Arsenal player. Announcement is imminent. Next bit of news is on Squadron Mustafi now. Chris Wheatley via football.london has reported that Squadron Mustafi is in talks with Arsenal over ending contract early amid interest from Italy. The 28-year-old hasn't played for the Gunners since Boxing Day and wants to leave the club. The Gunners had attempted to sign Mustafi to a contract extension last summer, with the German international's deal expiring on June 30th of this year. The 23-year-old hasn't played since Boxing Day, and his representatives have been exploring possibility to secure him a move away this month, in the same way that Mesut Ozil and Socrates Papastatopoulos have done in the recent days. There is interest from clubs across Europe, but the current financial climate makes it unlikely that team will afford a transfer fee for Mustafi, who arrived from Valencia for a fee of £35 million in 2016. He wasn't included in the squad that faced Southampton in the FA Cup, suggesting that he could be leaving. Now, my thoughts on this with Mustafi. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Donedu, he's selling all our play." Look, we've not sold anyone. We've terminated a few contracts, and we've just let a few players go on loan, and we're signing a few loan players. So it's not like we're doing a lot. My big thing with this is, why didn't we do this in the summer? We could have sent Kolasinac away in the summer. We could have sent Saliba away for another loan in the summer. We could have sold Matt Macy in the summer. We could have terminated everything we've done in this window so far. We could have done in the summer, but we didn't. We chased after Houssem Aouar for a month and a half, and nothing happened. And the fans got gassed. So it's good PR work. And everyone thinks, 10 out of 10 window. Look, it's not. Mustafi. Honestly, I have a divided opinion on this. I think instead of terminating his contract, keep him around to the end of the season, mainly because I think he would provide us with some decent experience in our team in these Europa League games, especially when you're turning between Thursday, Sunday. I really do think someone like Mustafi could provide a little bit of experience instead of terminating his contract, because the likelihood is we're still going to be paying the money, and if you can just keep him around to the end of the summer until he goes, because no doubt about it, I want Mustafi to go, and if his contract were to be terminated now, I don't care. It'll be like goodbye, good riddance. But maybe it's just another way of looking at it. But we'll just have to see what happens with Squadron Mustafi. I would like him to leave. I wouldn't mind if he stayed either way, but hopefully we can terminate his contract though, so we can see the back face of him. And Mustafi and Ozil, those two Wenger players are gone. Now we need the other two rotten cores. We've got 50% out of it. We need what's his face, Xhaka and Bellerin to go now, and then we're slowly getting the weak mindset out of this football club. But until then, we just have to hold off, and hopefully we can do that in the summer. But we'll just have to see. Knowing Arsenal fans will probably jizz over, some other player for 2 months, and we'll just live off that. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But that is the news that Mustafi is in talks with Arsenal to end his contract early, with links to Lazio. Right, so hopefully this is the last time I'm talking about Ozil, but after a while, he's officially joined Fenerbahce. I don't know what's taken so long, but Mesut Ozil's finally joined Fenerbahce. I'm not going to read, there's more to it from his own Twitter account, but anyone who can be bothered to read that PR, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, just read out what the club have said. So Mesut Ozil has joined Turkish Super League side Fenerbahce in a permanent transfer. Technical Director Edu said, "We thank Mesut for his huge contribution to Arsenal. He's made more than 250 appearances, playing in 3 Emirates FA Cup final wins, and has given the fans and everyone at the club many wonderful moments on the pitch since he joined us in 2013. We'd like to thank Mesut and his team for their professionalism during our recent negotiations. I know everyone associated with Arsenal joining Mesut best. Yeah, okay, can't be bothered." Mikel Arteta said Mesut's achievements at Arsenal are undisputed. It was a privilege to play alongside him and more recently coach him. Has he played any games? And yeah, blah blah, FA Cup wins, blah blah blah. Mesut said, "I would like to thank the club for this amazing journey over the past 7.5 years. The support I have felt from the team and fans during my time has been truly incredible, and something I'll always be grateful for. Together we want trophies, together and memories that will last a lifetime. The Arsenal fans will forever remain in my heart. I'd like to thank Eddie Gaspar for helping bring about a professional and dignified solution in the past few days. I wish everyone at the club their best in their attempt to continue to bring Arsenal back to the top where we belong." Then they say something about, you know, his time at the club, and who is bothered about that? So Mesut Ozil is gone. Bye. Next bit of news, quite a strange one to be honest. Guendouzi for Draxler swap deal. You might have seen this on AFTV already, but I just want to give you my thoughts on it. No, just piss off PSG, that's all I'm going to say. Guendouzi, you can stay with us. Draxler, you can just go away, mate. But to be fair, what Arsenal window is complete without being linked to Julian Draxler for the 666th time? But yeah, Julian Draxler, linked again. I'm bored. I'm bored of it. But yeah, you ain't taking Guendouzi. He's the future of our club, and apparently he got into a fight over at Hertha Berlin, which was very strange. It's not like at Arsenal he's doing these things. Apparently at Lorient he got into fights, Arsenal as well, Hertha. He's got some mad disciplinary problems, and it's kind of bad. It's kind of sorry because he's such a good player with such good talent, but it's some of his disciplinary actions which really hold him down. So I think a good manager, you know, who can keep him, you know, not good, well disciplined, would probably get the best out of him, and I think that's where he'll probably hit his top potential, which I think he really has. He has the potential to be one of the top midfielders in Europe. I really do think so. I've seen enough from him, and yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with Guendouzi. But Draxler, Guendouzi, nope, get out town. I wouldn't take Draxler even if he was on a free transfer and we didn't have to pay his wages. I would not take Draxler at this football club ever. Mate, the only time I probably would have taken him when he was at Wolfsburg, when he was actually pretty decent, but even then, you know, everyone was calling him, oh, he's like Kevin De Bruyne, blah blah blah. He's nothing like that, mate. He can't get into PSG's team. He's not going to get into our team. So yeah, I'd rather play Smith Rowe and the Croydon De Bruyne, as they call him. So Guendouzi Draxler swap deal, no, just no. Next bit of news is on Lucas Torreira. Now, I did talk about a few days ago that there could be a permanent deal for him. Now, some reports are coming out today that he is set to return to Arsenal and immediately be shipped off to Monaco on a permanent deal. Now, I'm not sure how much this would cost, whether it's 10, 20 million, but it could be a decent amount of money and could allow us to save up for the summer and go after and sign some players. But Lucas Torreira, it's been tricky for him in England and even in Spain. He's not got a lot of minutes over there at Atletico. They don't like him, and they're open to get him back to Arsenal because they don't like him. And he did come in on deadline day to Atletico as but separately, a deal to Thomas Partey. And yeah, Torreira went to Atletico. So yeah, it's an interesting one, that one, but yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't think Arteta or Edu or really anyone at the club likes Torreira anymore. It's sad because, you know, I remember, you know, when he scored that 4th goal in the North London derby, everyone adored him, you know, our little Messi. But yeah, whatever. Looks like he's going off to Monaco in France, so very interesting to see how it goes off for him. Very sunny Monaco. You must really enjoy the weather there then. So yeah, Lucas Torreira looks like he's off to Monaco. Last bit of news is on Sokratis Papastatopoulos. He did terminate his contract with Arsenal and he is now signed for a new club, which is none other than Olympiacos. Olympiacos. Of course it's Olympiacos, but it is in native Greece, so that's good for him, and all the best wishes for Sokratis on his new adventure. against a club that we haven't had good memories with, so very interesting. But that's the news that Socrates has left Arsenal for Olympiacos. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.